welcome back to another one of my cooking and baking videos. Today I will be making strawberry cake. Tomorrow is my brother's birthday and he loves everything strawberry flavored, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity for me to try making a strawberry cake with you guys, and hopefully it'll turn out good and then you guys can make it as well. And so I found this really simple recipe, only requires some flour, sugar, baking powder, butter, eggs, milk, some strawberry essence, strawberry puree, and some pink food coloring. So first I'm just going to show you guys how to make this strawberry puree. It's really easy, just some strawberries, sugar, and water. So let's move forward and see how to make this first. For my strawberry puree, I'm going to take about 8 ounces of strawberries washed and cut and place it on low heat. And then I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of white sugar and just pour that in, as well as 1 tablespoon of water. We're just gonna keep this on low heat until it starts boiling and the strawberries become really soft and kind of pureed. We can see that the strawberries are now starting to boil and the juice is coming out and it's definitely getting softer. I started breaking some of the pieces because it has softened. It is bubbling and I just decided I'm going to go ahead and mash it just so it is nicely pureed. Alright, so just keep mixing it, make sure it doesn't burn or doesn't stick to the bottom. And you just want to get a nice thick consistency, kind of like tomato paste. I think it's looking pretty good, just a few more minutes and it'll be ready to go ahead and place in the fridge to cool down before we make the cake. So once the strawberry puree is nice and cool, we can go ahead and move forward to make the cake. First step is to take 2 softened butter sticks, which is going to be 1 cup, and mix that up. Now we're going to take 1.5 cup of sugar. I did 1 cup of white sugar and 1/2 cup of light brown sugar, and we're just going to go ahead and place it in the butter. Good consistency as we can see here, and now we can add in our eggs. We will be using 4 eggs for this recipe. We're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of strawberry essence. Now we're gonna add in the strawberry puree with the milk, and I'm gonna add most of all the strawberry puree I made, but leave a little bit left to put in the middle of the cake for my layers, and 1/4 cup of milk. And give that a little bit of a mix and put it into the rest of your mix that you have made. Using 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour and then 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. So I have mixed that in here, and we're just gonna go ahead and place it all in the mix. We make sure to take increments of it, so place a little bit, mix it, place a little bit more, and mix it up. So I'll pour in a little bit and mix that up. So by placing it in increments, we make sure that the cake is a lot lighter and it won't become dense. So I'll just place in the last bit and get that a good mix. Alright, so the batter is mixed and it looks pretty good. And now I think one of the fun parts is going ahead and adding in the food coloring. I have this neon pink gel food coloring that I had bought a while ago, but I was like, I think this would be perfect, so I'm just gonna put in a little amount and kind of see if that'll be enough and just estimate it. You probably have to put in a lot. If you don't put any food coloring, it's totally fine. The only thing will happen is that your cake will be pretty gloomy, so it's gonna look grayish, versus if you add some, it'll give it a nice touch and a more festive, cute look. Looking pretty good now, really pink. Exciting. Okay, now the batter is ready. Look, it's so pink. I can smell the strawberry flavor, and now it is time to put it in some pans. I'm gonna be using a 9-inch pan, 2 of them, and I've already gone ahead and graced it with some coconut oil. Also, I'm not sure if I had mentioned, but we had preheated the oven at 350 degrees, and that is now ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the batter into these pans. All right, so these are in the pan now. Just make sure they're nice and flat. And we will go ahead again, put them in for 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. You can just check in on them. So we're gonna go ahead and put them in the oven now. The cakes are out of the oven, so here's how they look. Pretty pink. And now we're just gonna wait for these to cool down all the way, so about 2 to 3 hours. And while they cool down, I'm gonna go ahead and make some buttercream frosting to create, since this is gonna be a 2-layer cake, to create a cream base in the middle as well as all around it. So let's go on to see how to make the buttercream icing. All right, so for the icing, we're gonna take 1 cup of butter, softened butter, and give this a really good mix until it's fluffy. So once the butter is nice and smooth, we're gonna take about 4 cups of powdered sugar and slowly pour it into the butter and mix as we go. Continue to add 1 cup by a time and keep mixing. Now I'll add about 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and then give that a mix. To this, we're gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of heavy cream or milk just to get a nice consistency. All right, so now it is ready, the frosting. Now at this point, if you want to go ahead and add any food coloring to this, you can do that, and then we can go ahead and put it on the cake. So we have our buttercream ready, and here is our cooled down cake, the one of the layers, and the other one I still have to take out of the pan. And then I'm just gonna level this off and put in the strawberry puree on top along with the buttercream, and then put the other layer on top and then surround it throughout with the buttercream and decorate a little, and then it'll be ready to go. So let's get on it. So for the most part, my first layer was pretty even, so I didn't need to cut off a lot. Now I'm just gonna place some of the strawberry puree I had made earlier around this on my layer. So I decided to keep my buttercream frosting light, so I'm just gonna do a layer of that in the middle. And it's gonna get mixed a little bit with the puree, but that's okay because it's the middle layer and it just needs to taste good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put in the top layer, second, and then place the frosting on it. So I'm not the best at putting any frosting on, and I don't have the tools and equipment needed, so I kind of just did it. So here's how it looks. I'm just gonna now go ahead and decorate it a little with some more of the frosting, as well as some fresh cut up strawberries. And here is the final product, all nicely decorated and ready to eat. But like I had mentioned, tomorrow is my brother's birthday, so we will be waiting to eat this for the celebration. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and taking out the time. I hope you guys liked it and will try this strawberry cake soon. Please like and comment down below if you guys want to see more videos like this and enjoyed watching this. And you can also find within the description below the recipe for the strawberry cake. Once again, thank you guys so much. I hope to see you again in the future for another video, and bye for now.